How are we like classic cars? You probably saw that thumbnail and went, what is she crazy? What is she talking about? Babsy has flipped her cork. Why is she comparing me to a classic car? Well, you're going to stay tuned and we're going to find out. And this is going to be a great inspirational video for all us women of a certain age. So stay tuned. Before we go on, girls, today I got my Wonder Woman cup because I am a Wonder Woman and so are you. And I am drinking today. You know what I'm drinking today? Today I am drinking Bright Peach Positive Energy. I've drank that before. I thought today we're going to talk about positive energy, and I thought this would be a good tea for us today. So if you don't have this on hand, go grab yourself a cup of tea. If you don't like tea, iced tea. If you don't like iced tea, it's, in the afternoon, have a cocktail if you'd like. I don't care, have one on me. And whatever you'd like. So sit back, relax, and we're going to talk about how I think we're like classic cars. I can feel the energy going through me now. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. So good. Have a little stevia in that and it's really good. So yeah, so today I didn't go cray-cray because, today I was thinking all week, about us women and how we rock and how I did my fashion show and you all loved that so much. And I think her name was Margaret. She called it Mature Trendy Clothes. I love that line. Thank you, Margaret. And thank you all for watching that video. I so appreciate it. I've got another one coming up. I got some new clothes coming in. Not very many, but I'll do another little quick fashion show to show you what I'm doing. This is another one of those sheer tops. Oh, anyway, I don't want to talk about that. We're going to talk about classic cars today. So why do I think we are like classic cars? My husband always says we're all born the same. He says, it always strikes him as being like everybody's born the same. We all have the same options in life. We all have the same things that we can do. It's what we do with them that counts. And I think we're all born like classic cars. Good one. I say I had that segue into that. But we all born the same. Yeah, we have different backgrounds, different races, different nationalities, different religions that we have. We all have those options as we're growing up with our parents. But basically, we're babies and we're nurtured and our parents nurture us. And we're this little baby classic car and we're nurtured and we're fed and we're given a home and we're given love and we're given roots. And as we grow, we have roots and we have hopefully good parents. If some of you don't, it's okay because we're going to talk about what can happen if you don't have great roots. But just for today's video, we have roots and then our parents gives us wings and then we're on our own. And what we do with those wings is entirely up to us. And this is where the classic car comes in focus for us as women. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to nurture ourselves. We're out in the world. We own ourselves. We are the owners of this fine engine here. You like that? But we are. We have to take care of this car. Because what happens if you have a classic car and you don't take care of it? It rusts. It gets holes in it. The transmission breaks. The engine goes, all these things happen if you don't take care of it. If you catch them in the beginning, you hear a noise, so to speak, you go to your mechanic and you say, I hear a noise, and he goes, oh, good thing you came in because this is what it is. This could have been dangerous, or this could have been blah, 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 or, oh yeah, you came in for this. That's good because there is a recall on this. So what I'm saying is that you have aches and pains and you have things that are wrong with you. You have to take care of them. You have to get in. You know how many times that I have been to the doctors for something and they found something else and they caught it in time. Many, many times. And unfortunately, this time, and all of you know that I have stage 4 breast cancer that metastasized to my spine. I'll talk about my MRI results in a minute. I felt this lump and I went to the doctors for another reason. I don't remember what it was. And then I just casually said to him, I think I feel a lump. And he said, yeah, he said, you better get it taken care of. Get a mammogram. So he gave me that option to get a mammogram. Well, it was 2020, and I had got COVID, and my husband was in the hospital with COVID and almost died, and a mammogram was not on my radar to do. So I let it go. And I never have. All the years that I've had my mammograms every year. I just have. And that particular year, I did not have one. So 2020 went by, 21 went by. The COVID was still out there. I finally went and I had a mammogram, and it came back suspicious. I had the biopsy. The biopsy came back cancer. I had the PET scan. The PET scan says that I had stage 4 breast cancer, and it had already metastasized to my spine. So again, I screwed up. I didn't take care of my classic car body, and that's on me. But you have options. I had options, and I didn't do it. Thank the good Lord, I am in remission right now. I did have my MRI. I do have some metastasis in my spine on the top. They're going to watch it, and not going to do anything about it right now. But I do have that option, and I did take care of it, and I am watching it, and I'm 82 years old. I've gotten this far, and I have tuned myself up through the years. So what I'm saying to you is, if you have an issue, if you have a problem, take care of it before it gets bad. So yes, we are women of a certain age, and I'm telling you, we can do anything we want to do. As we have changed so much and evolved so much over the years. You remember your gym teachers and your math teachers and that when you were in high school, how old they looked. I mean, we are totally not like that. I remember my history teacher. I thought, oh my gosh, she should be retired already. I mean, she was so old. I mean, some of the kids in school made fun of her, and she was only like in her late 30s, early 40s, but I mean, they just didn't think about fixing themselves up back in the day. I mean, my gym teachers were another one, and we were like, oh my gosh, how can they even, throw a basketball, for credit? They're like ancient. But we're not like that today. We're like in better shape today than I think that we have been in the past years. And if you want to continue to be a classy car and have that perfect engine and this body that you're in control with, then by all means, don't make a mistake like I did. Get your mammograms every year, get your physicals every year, and learn to be a better person. Learn to communicate with people, talk to people. I was out today at the doctor's office, and there was a lady coming in with the same walker that Denny has, which is my walker, but I let him use it. And we got talking about walkers and how great they are. And I learned her name, Kathy, and she goes to the same oncologist that I do. And she was talking about she wants to get better for a vacation. She said, I have a goal and I want to get better for a vacation. And I think if you maintain a goal in life and you plan a goal and you work up to that goal because that's what you want, you can do this. Like her, she was bound and determined, she said, to get better so she can go on this great vacation with her family. And I think we all need that. We all need to look forward to something to be a better person. We have to take care of ourselves. And when our parents gave us wings and let us go, that meant we were in charge. And sometimes it was a scary situation. We didn't know what we were going to do. I mean, some of us went to college. I never went to college. I went to beauty school, but I never went to college. It wasn't anything in my day that my mother and dad promoted. I mean, there was no money for me to go to college, and I didn't like school anyway. But anyway, that's another story and another video. But I was in charge of myself, and I, didn't pick the best first husband, but I picked a wonderful second husband. And so, I had options for myself, and I followed through with them. I've had a great life. And if you come from parents or families that aren't so good, you have that option to carry on and be somebody different and be somebody better. My daughter used to know a fella that she went to school with, and he came from an alcoholic, abusive dad, and he didn't drink when he got older. And I said, hey, Tom, how you don't drink at all? And he says, no. He said, my dad did it. I didn't want to watch it. Somebody had to break the mold, and it started with me, he said, before I had my children. So I thought that was such a great thing to say, that he wanted to break that mold of his family and not carry that on to the next generation of his kids. And I think that's being in charge of yourself. I think that's understanding yourself, not wanting to be like somebody else. You know, you don't necessarily see somebody, you don't want to be like them. And if you want to be like them, or somebody's like you think is really great, then you strive to be a better person like that person. And you don't let people draw you down. You don't let people be negative towards you. You know, I told a story about my mom. She lived in a senior place, and oh my gosh, she would go to those parties with her short shorts on and a long skirt over it with a slit. And the women hated her. I mean, hate's a bad word, but they strongly disliked her. And I'd say, Mom, you know, nobody's talking to you. They're mad at you. She said, I don't care. I dress for me. I don't dress for them. And she was very adamant about taking care of herself. She said, and she's, you know, she was 90 when she passed away, and she was still the same. I mean, we still fixed her up for her 90th birthday, even though she was sick. And that was her thing. And I told the story, the last video about, or one video about her earrings and how she wanted her earrings and her lipstick. And I mean, she was that type of a person, and she didn't care what other people thought. And that's what you have to, don't care what other people think. Don't get yourself involved with other people. Take care of yourself first. And, you know, don't be lazy. Don't sit around the house. If you find yourself sitting around the house, get up and do something. Go out. If you have a husband, and you're fortunate enough like myself to still have a husband, go out for rides. There's a fly in here. But go out for rides. Just do something. Get out in the air. Breathe. If you have just a backyard, go out in the backyard and walk around. Take in the bushes, the leaves, the trees, the sky. Do something for yourself that makes you feel good, so you're not down in the dumps. Take care of yourself. Have fun with yourself. I don't know. I'd say play with yourself, but that's not what I meant. But have fun with yourself and enjoy life. And you know, we don't know how many years we have. We don't know when that end date comes. You know, I've often talked about we have a birth date and an end date. In the middle is our dash. And what we do with that dash is totally up to us. It's our decision what we do with that dash. We can either have a good dash or a bad dash. It's on you. It's up to you. It's really up to you what you do in that dash before you get to that end date. And we don't want to know when that end date is. We just want to have a great dash. I'm here to help you have a good dash. I want to help you fix up. I want to help you get rid of wrinkles. I want to help your weight stay into, you know, I wrote a book on finding the right diet for you and how you can lose weight, and I don't have it up for sale yet, but I'm thinking about it. But how you can lose weight, and you know what diets to go on to make you feel better. And you know, you don't want to starve yourself. I remember once I was on a low carb diet. Oh, I was miserable. I was so crabby without these carbs. I was so crabby. My husband and I went to Olive Garden one night, and he's sitting there eating those breadsticks, and I was so mad. And he said, eat a breadstick. I said, no, I can't have carbs. No, I'm not eating a breadstick. He said, eat a breadstick or I'm going to shove it in your mouth. And so eventually I watched him eat, and I just took that breadstick and I housed that thing. I was like so dying for carbs. So if you're watching your weight and you want to watch your weight, you don't want to starve yourself and deprive yourself of things that you love. You know, there's a balance there that you have to do. There's a balance on how you want to take care of this fine machine. You know, you want to eat right, eat healthy, without giving up the things that you love, because that's, you know, what I tell my husband now, because he's on this low sodium diet. I still keep him with things that he loves, because it would be boring. It's boring not to have, you know, good foods that you love. So, you know, you've got to maintain yourself in a good, positive way. Always stay in the positive lane, not the negative lane, and take care of you. And that's most important, because if you don't take care of you, you can't take care of and have fun with the people around you. There's lots of changes that come with aging. You know, lots of changes that come with aging. You know, our bodies change, our thoughts change. Oh my gosh. You know, our lifestyle changes, how we handle things changes. I'm a much better psychologist today and social worker today than I was even when my kids were growing up. I've learned so much through the years, self-taught myself so much. I think it's wonderful, and I give advice whether people want it or not. But I think that it's just things that change and you become smarter. We have so much wisdom today to give to people and to give to ourselves. And to get up and know that you've done something wonderful for somebody or give them great advice or help them in some way is a wonderful tune-up that you can even give to your body. It just makes you feel wonderful. So like Kaye said, find something to do, find someone to love, and find something to look forward to, because those are the three things in life that are really going to help you. It's going to tune up that classy car of yours so you can drive off into the sunset and be happy, like that movie. What was that movie? I forget now. You'll know. You can tell me down below, where those girls were in the car. They were running away from home or something, or they were, I forget the name. Oh, well, you'll tell me, I know, because you know all that stuff too. So yeah, girls, don't worry about change. And like I say, don't think about past things. Don't think about the poor me, like, oh, I was raised this way, or I couldn't find love back then and I tried so hard. Just think of how you are today and try hard to find love someplace else. Try to just get out, try to meet people, try to engage with people instead of being on your phone all the time. You know, I mean, I love texting, but I still engage with people. It's a great thing. And, you know, go along with the changes that are happening in life. Main thing is to take care of yourself. Don't be like I did. And just that one thing that you neglect will change your whole life. So be happy with yourself. Be your classy car. Take care of this engine. And you said it. What are you going to say it with me? Be the best. That's right. For all my new subscribers, we on here are the best versions of ourselves that we can be. And that's what we teach on my channel. So I love you girls. Thank you so much for coming to my living room today. If I didn't thank you at the beginning, I was just in a hurry to get to the video. Thank you for coming over. Thank you for drinking coffee. Denny said, did they drink a lot of coffee? Oh yeah. Oh, you drank some tea today. That's good. Thanks for coming over and drinking tea. I so appreciate you. Anyway, take care of yourself, and I will see you again really, really soon for another inspirational video that's going to help you fine-tune yourself into the person that I know you can be. I love you girls. Have a good day. Bye-bye. See you next time.